Now we'll hear from Adam Gonyea from Virginia by way of Michigan. He is a student veteran and has a very important story to tell. Thank you so much, Adam, for joining us today.
Morning. Immediately after high school, I joined the U.S. Navy as an aircraft electrician. I spent most of my career working on F-18s in Virginia Beach and did one overseas deployment on board the USS Theodore Roosevelt. Like many young service members, I had aspirations of higher education and was depending on the GI Bill to pay for it. While in the service, my interests began to shift from electronics to information technology, and I saw the commercials on TV and radio from ITT Tech advertising their computer networking security program. I believed that the best way to grow in a new career was to break from active duty military and attend college as a full-time student. I immediately noticed a difference with ITT Tech as compared to other education institutions. Other colleges I had contacted would do little more than invite me to open campus days or send me brochures. ITT Tech, however, actively pursued me as soon as I had expressed any interest. Minutes after I filled out an online form, a recruiter called me. He then called me every day, telling me it was more urgent for me to sign up. I also noticed that the entrance exam for ITT Tech was ludicrously easy as compared to another institution I was considering. In the end, it was my recruiter's insistence that national accreditation was superior to regional accreditation that convinced me to go with ITT. The financial aid administrators at ITT Tech seemed very skilled in finding funds for my education, including grants and scholarships, and even completed the paperwork for my GI Bill benefits. Unfortunately, the bill started to come. The ink on the paperwork had hardly dried before I was required to pay the school $800 out of pocket. I would later learn that ITT was making more money off my attendance than I was even aware of. My cost for a year and a half of enrollment was over $36,000. I received $19,000 in federal loans, $7,000 from the Pell Grant, $250 a month for military scholarship, and of course $1,300 a month for my GI Bill benefits. The expensive tuition did not seem to go towards quality education, however. I saw very little of the school's income go to staff or equipment. Some of my instructors were very passionate about their fields and would go the extra mile in providing value to my education, although some had to compensate for the school's extremely slow network and outdated equipment by bringing software from home. However, the majority of teachers seemed less than concerned with the quality of education. On one occasion, I came to suspect that one of my instructors was not actually grading my homework. I confirmed the suspicion by placing notes in my reports and projects, inviting the reader to confirm that they were in fact reading what I wrote. Without fail, if I turned in anything with my name spelled correctly, I was guaranteed an A+. What little I did learn from my time at ITT Technical Institute, I learned by buying my own books and doing my own online research. Not only was the school in the habit of issuing textbooks for the wrong operating system that we were required to learn, but much of the software I used at the school was actually pirated. I was dropped from ITT Tech due to administrative ineptitude. I needed to go on a business trip for my employer, and prior to the trip I notified every instructor of the exact dates I would be gone. I also had a representative from my company personally contact the chairman of the IT department at ITT Tech. This chairman made a miscalculation in determining how the absence would stack with the school's attendance policy. The result was that upon my return, I discovered that I was no longer a student at ITT Tech. And the school, which was so eager to enroll me, was not interested in retaining me. I asked everyone I could, including the dean of the Norfolk campus, and was told that there was nothing they could do, but I was free to re-enroll next year. I decided that it would be important to protect myself financially from the school. I had financial aid personnel prepare transcripts on the day I was dropped to show how much I owed the school or how much they owed me. That was when I was shocked to discover just how much money ITT had made off of me. My financial dealings with the school amounted to $36,000, and the transcript revealed that the school had overcharged me by $1,300 in the last month. As an additional blow, within 2 months of leaving ITT Tech, they sent me a bill for $2,000 and a transcript that showed clear signs that it was altered in a way specifically to make my positive balance disappear and create a negative balance. I called the institution and revealed that I had saved copies of my financial transcripts on the day I was dropped. The school never bothered me again about that $2,000 discrepancy. In hindsight, I regret attending ITT Tech. The institution provided at best an absolute minimum education and left me with nearly insurmountable debt. Even worse, ITT Tech took taxpayer money in the form of grants and my entire GI Bill, amounting to a net loss on all tax-paying Americans. In these times marked by budget crisis, it is paramount that an investment is made in ensuring that educational institutions that benefit from any type of taxpayer money provide genuine value to educating their students. When more people are educated, our national wealth increases, not only in homegrown innovation and talent, but earning power and therefore tax revenue. Regulating these for-profit schools is therefore the fiscally conservative thing to do. Thank you.